How's going on, everybody? It's me, the one that loves cartoons, and in today's video, well, I'm gonna be talking about a cartoon. So in today's video, I'm gonna review Ninjago episode 1 of Seabound, titled A Big Splash, which is the first episode of Seabound, aka the water chapter, aka Nia's season. So what I'm gonna do here is that first I'm gonna talk about the plot of the episode, then I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I liked, then the stuff that I didn't like, and then I'm gonna give the episode a score out of 10. So let's review. So the episode starts with the ninjas trying to stop some criminals, and they are led by a new character named Misdemeanor, if I'm not mistaken, and they found out that they have Venge Stone, and Nia used her powers to stop the truck, but she lost control, and the ninjas saved some villagers. Then Master Wu told the ninjas that the first Spinjitzu master mastered all of the elemental powers except for wind and water, cause they were not his to command. They belonged to Ujira, and we learned that he defeated her with the help of the Merlopian creatures that lived in the realm of Ninjago before the first Spinjitzu master came. And a Merlopian warrior defeated Ujira using a trident, and he defeated Ujira, making her fall asleep deep down in the ocean. And Ujira had an amulet of storm, which has the power of wind, and an amulet of wave, which has the power of water. So they took the storm amulet from her, and the first Spinjitzu master gave it to the keepers to protect it, like we saw on the island. So Master Wu told Kai to bring Maya since she used to control water, and Nia didn't want Maya to come. But then Maya came at the end, so let's talk about the things that I liked in this episode. Well, first, this episode did a good job starting the season. Just like Prime Empire and Master of the Mountain, we went straight to the plot with Nia's powers, and yeah, the episode was not a bad start, unlike Wasted True Potential was, and also learning more about the world of Ninjago and all was awesome. And we got more first Spinjitzu Master backstory, so I liked that. And I like that in the story, water and wind were never controlled by the first Spinjitzu Master, so that kinda explained why Chen didn't need water and wind for his spell in Season 4, but you also have time, so yeah. And seeing Rei and Maya again was really good. What, it's been like 4 years since we saw Rei and Maya. Last time was Hands of Time, so it was good to see them again. And Julian Michaels is back for this season. She used to voice Lloyd before Sam Vincent took the role, so yeah, and she also voiced Maya in Hands of Time. And I like that Vengestone was back for this season, or at least this episode. And I think they are really teasing us about the Vengestone buyer. You know, in Master of the Mountain, the Skull Sorcerer forced Months and Geckles to mine Vengestone for him so he could sell it to the Vengestone buyer. But we never knew who is the buyer, we didn't get to see him. And I think Misdemeanor was waiting for the Vengestone buyer to come, because she had Vengestone on the trucks. But then the ninjas showed up, so we didn't get to see the buyer, because the ninjas interrupted, so yeah. But I like that they're like teasing us about the buyer, because I think if the ninjas didn't interrupt, we were gonna see the buyer, because the Demeanor was going to give Vengestone to him, I guess. So yeah, they were waiting. I think they were waiting for him. So yeah, and I laughed so hard when that kid told Zane, "I'm also an android," and the kid starts talking like robots and saying beep boop, and Zane was like, "I don't speak like that." I laughed so hard. That was hilarious. Modern Ninjago is handling jokes very well. They didn't feel like the jokes didn't felt forced, like in Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. So yeah, I like that. And I like the moment between Kai and Nia when he was talking with her about calling Maya to help. I liked the moment between the two, and I liked how Nia made the toilet explode by mistake and the Jay was inside. I thought that was funny. But yeah, now let's talk about the stuff that I didn't like in this episode. I think Nia was a little bit annoying. She was whining and I didn't like that. Listen, this is a Nia season and I wanna like her in this season. We are not used to see Nia have a season of her own. We never had that. We are used to see the original 5 ninjas get their own seasons. But this is the first time we're having a Nia season, and I wanna like her in this season. But she's just hot-headed and angry every time. Like she's always angry when every time the ninjas try to talk to her, and I don't like that. I really miss pre-movie Nia. She was a kind girl and independent, and she used to think reasonably, but here she's just not likable. So yeah, and there is more to that in the second episode. but I will talk about it later when I review episode 2. But for episode 1, I just didn't like Nia, and also, I liked the backstory of the Merlopian defeating Wujira with the trident, but it felt similar to the backstory that we got in Master of the Mountain with Lily defeating Briefbringer with the Blades of Deliverance. So yeah, it's very similar to the backstory in Master of the Mountain. Lily defeated Briefbringer with the Blades during the backstory, and here you have a Merlopian warrior defeating Wujira with the trident. Is it me, or the backstories are similar? So yeah, they are very similar to one another. It just feels similar to the backstory in Master of the Mountain. I didn't like that. They are similar to one another. And also, you have a scene where Zane was trying to freeze Nia's water because Nia lost control, and they reused the same animation when he was trying to freeze Briefbringer in Master of the Mountain. So in both of those scenes, Zane say, "I can't hold it." Why did they reuse that in this episode? You have the same animation and the same line. It's, I don't know, just weird. So this is all I have to say for the bad stuff. So I give episode 1 a big splash, an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good episode. It had its flaws, like Nia's character, and some similarities between scenes from this episode and scenes from Master of the Mountain, such as Zane trying to freeze the tornado, because we had that in Master of the Mountain with him trying to freeze Briefbringer, and you also have the backstory stuff. So yeah, you have the backstory with the Merlopian and Wujira. It was similar to Lily and Briefbringer. So yeah, the episode is still good. Like I said, it had its problems, but it's still a good episode. Loved some of the jokes, and the plot in the episode was good. The episode had a good start with the ninja stopping criminals. So yeah, I like the episode. So what do you guys think of the episode? Is it a good episode? Is it a bad episode? Is it an okay episode? Just leave your thoughts down in the comments. So if you guys like this video, then give it a like, and if you're not subscribed, then subscribe. It means a lot to me. And turn on the notifications so you'll be the first one to know when I upload a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the one that loved this cartoon, and you're the one that love it too.